name is Lipton, and I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in Northern California. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief introduction into what personal bankruptcy is. A personal bankruptcy begins with the filing of a petition. It's a set of papers in federal court, in the bankruptcy court. And what this does procedurally is it notifies all that person's creditors, that is, anyone that the person owes money to or we suspect might owe money to, that a bankruptcy has occurred. We're bringing everybody into one place so they could all be dealt with together at the same time and dealt with fairly. The other thing that happens upon the filing of a typical bankruptcy is the entry of an automatic stay. This comes into effect upon the moment of filing. The automatic stay makes it illegal to collect from the debtor, the person who filed bankruptcy. Now, there are exceptions to this, but in general, that automatic stay is going to stop foreclosures, repossessions, wage garnishments, and general creditor harassment. That's important. Some people need just a little breathing room. They just need the phone calls to stop. Other people might have a foreclosure coming down, and they need to prevent that foreclosure, so either they can save their house or sell their house. Now, once the bankruptcy is filed, personal bankruptcy will probably end with a discharge. And the discharge terminates the filer's personal liability to debts subject to the discharge. There's two things important to remember about that. First, the discharge is personal. If you didn't file bankruptcy, you don't get the benefit of it. And second, not all debts are subject to the discharge. Student loans typically survive the discharge. Some taxes, child support, other special debts may follow you out of bankruptcy. So, if you file bankruptcy or are considering filing bankruptcy, most people are looking at one of two chapters, Chapter 7, Chapter 13. Both chapters start with an automatic stay and typically end with a discharge. Chapter 7 is a liquidation. It's what most people think of as a typical bankruptcy. The case is filed. The court appoints a trustee who oversees the case. The trustee determines whether there are any assets to sell. If they can sell those assets, they do. Most people filing Chapter 7, their assets are wholly protected by state exemptions. But it's very important to consult with an attorney ahead of time to determine whether that is true. Otherwise, you can file Chapter 7, believe you're protected, and end up losing more than you want. Chapter 13 is a reorganization. Again, automatic stay, ends with a discharge. But the Chapter 13 is a Swiss Army knife, and you are going to have a 36 to 60 month plan, typically, where you're making payments to a Chapter 13 trustee. And those payments can do a couple things. First off, if you make too much money to file Chapter 7, maybe you're just paying money to creditors. Or maybe you're using the Chapter 13 to get caught up on a home. You're facing foreclosure, you've missed 3, 4, 5 home payments, you need to get caught up. So over the course of the Chapter 13, you're going to pay the creditor those missed payments. So when you finish, you're current. Maybe you have a car you're doing the same thing on, or you're reorganizing that car to a lower interest rate. Or maybe there's taxes or some other special debt that you want to modify through the Chapter 13. Chapter 13 has a lot of tools available. Most people don't use every tool, but a lot of people use one or two. Thank you. I hope you found this video interesting, and I hope you will watch my other videos. Take care.